Hey everyone, it is the Natureman Gil, and thank you for joining me on another Natureman Adventures. So we have returned to the set of woods I've been to several times, and every time I reach this point, I turn back around and head back. Not today, folks. We want to explore this trail, and the only thing blocking us is this tree right behind us. So we're going to go beyond this tree and see where it leads us on this adventure. So let's see where this trail leads us. And we're going to do some testing with the tarp today as well. Alright folks, so I've come from that area through some of these dense trees. The reservoir is right over to my left. Caught my eye, of course, is whenever I see stones, I want to go check them out. There's one stone there, another stone there. But then I look to my right, and there's another interesting stone way over there. So, let's see if we can walk around this swampy area here. The other day when it rained, this would have been a real fun challenge to come through. Interesting stone. It's right up against this tree. Well, the tree is right up against the stone or the rock. Right there. And I can see there's actually no path beyond that point that I showed you guys. So I'm not going to venture out too far over here because I can see it's basically a dead end. But I do want to explore a little bit and take a look at the lay of the land and see if there's anything that really catches my eye. And the other reason why I wanted to come out here was during my research, I did discover when they filled in the reservoir, at one point there was a path. Let me find a clearing here. And there was a path next to the reservoir that actually, the best way of showing it is from that direction, actually went through this way. I think somewhere in that direction over there, there was a trail that I think led to an old homestead. But when they filled in the reservoir, that was blocked off. So there's no access to it. No access to it. As you can see, folks, it is thick woods in here. During the summertime, I guarantee you this would be a mess to come through. But hopefully you guys can see what I'm seeing here. I'm trying to keep the camera pointed in the direction that I'm going for you. Because this is a really interesting land feature right here I'm looking at. You see all of this pine growth. And this is all relatively new. Remember when I was here before and I was showing you guys the foundation and how the growth was? And this sort of reminds me of that. A lot of new pine growth in this area, a lot of young trees, I should say, not fully matured. So, as a point of reference for direction purposes that I'm not going to get lost out here, I know behind me is the reservoir, and basically I skirt around that. That's where the trail is at. But check this out, folks. Isn't this gorgeous? Tucked away here in these woods. I mean, look at these stones. Covered with moss. Check out that tree that snapped. That is crazy. Alright, let's just get over to this one stone that I saw that caught my eye. See if I can avoid stepping into the mud. And as you can see, folks, it begins to clear out just a little bit. But what caught my eye is this stone right here. From the distance, the shape of it. Now I know my good buddy Marty, or Tony from Marty's Woodland Adventures, he gave me a shout out not too long ago, and I greatly appreciate it. So hey Tony, this is for you and your family. When you get out there exploring like we all love to do, and just get off the beaten path a little bit and just to see what's out there. Absolutely gorgeous, man. I tell you. It's just tucked away in this seemingly wooded oasis that I know not too many people will travel to. Alright folks, so something that caught my eye just now. Up ahead is these rock formations right over there. And it seems like there's a dip in the land to my left, and then it goes up. So let's go check that out real quick and see what's going on here. Alright. So the water is flowing, or recessed, I should say rather. The water is recessed over here. And then, I'm not sure if it's going to show up on camera, but then you have this land. The land here goes up. And there's actually a stone here, another stone there, another one right there. Looks like those two big boulders over there. Let's see how I can get over there. Let's see. Looking for the best way to get over to there, folks. A lot of fallen branches and whatnot, so I have to be careful and watch my step. Oh man, this area is so cool. Oh my goodness. Alright, I do have to be careful because right in front of me, as you can see, is this tree. And that's a dead standing tree. You can see how it's rotted on the bottom. So I'm definitely trying to be careful here. But I just want to get a slightly closer look at these rocks. And checking out the lay of this land. Ah. Alright, now that's interesting. So my eyes are wandering all over the place. So if you hear my voice bouncing from one side to another, that's the reason why. Because my eyes are looking at everything around me right now. And maybe you can see what I'm seeing right in front of me here. You see that, folks? You see that stone right there? And that one right there. There appears to be another flatter stone there. Oh. Alright, so it's got a round shape to it. The tree is actually growing out of it. Now I am trying to be careful, folks, because a lot of these old places, if there was a homestead here and wells and all that kind of stuff, so I am trying to be careful and watch my step. Wish I could get in for a closer look, but like I said, I'm just trying to be aware of my surroundings. And as I mentioned, I'm not going to wander too far, but just far enough for the adventure. And again, folks, here's another one of those rocks that we were just looking at a minute ago. Has that triangular shape to them. Sorry, I gotta pay attention where I'm pointing the camera. And then, like I said, here's another one of these stones, rocks. Very interesting landscape, folks. Very interesting. Alright, folks, so I decided to go to my left because I saw some of these rocks off in the distance that looked really interesting. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So there's a small pile of rocks right here, but what really caught my eye was this pile of rocks and stones right here. Now, the big question is there any significance to these stones? How did they get here? Was it during one of those glacier things that we have had in the past? Just naturally formed? But this grouping of stones right here is really interesting for me. Just really cool. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, if you come out to an area of the woods and you can explore just a little bit, go for it. Like I said, I'm out here doing some social distancing, and I know that is quite a topic right now. Everyone is trying to maintain their distance from each other because of the circumstances right now. And all I can say is do your very best, folks, to stay healthy, and if you do go out in public, maintain some of those guidelines that have been set forth through the federal government, the CDC, all that fun stuff. Just be aware of your surroundings, like I am right here. I am literally out in the woodlands, not my home, the home of the wild animals. And I always say when I come out to these locations that I come so with respect, and always aware of where I'm at, which direction I'm going. And I think that's the best advice I can give you guys right now, is just be aware of your surroundings when you go out in public and who's around you. Make sure you keep that distance, I guess. But also, try not to stress over it. I know that I have, and I know it's not good to stress over it. That's why I'm out here today. I've had some conversations with close friends about spending time outdoors right now, and I know there's a lot of mixed feelings and thoughts about it. All I can say is just do what's best for you. If you feel that you can spend some time outside and get some fresh air, then go for it. If you feel the best thing for you to do is stay home and, you know, do things there, then go for that as well. It's totally up to you, folks. Do what's best for you and your family and your health. So let's see if I can find a spot to chill for a little bit more. But I guarantee you these woods are beautiful. Alright, be back in a moment. Alrighty folks, so it's been a good hot minute before I started filming again, only because I came out here just to chill for a little bit, have something to eat, and like I said, voila! Check it out, guys. So I have these thoughts running through my head, these ideas of what I want to do with this tarp as a tarp tent setup. Now, as you can see, what I've done is over on the corners here, I staked the two loops together on this side and on the other side and in the center. Now, this tarp does not have loops on all sides, but as you can see with the wind, it's creating this nice little tunnel tube tent. Tunnel tube, yeah, or tube tunnel, whatever you want to call it. The other thing I did is I took these two sticks and attached them to this center loop, kind of crisscrossing each other to keep them in place, and then I've got this paracord coming down the center to keep it supported. Now, I'm going to try to get in there, and hopefully when I do, it doesn't fall down on me. So let's give that a try. Alright folks, I'm going to attempt to get inside this thing, and hopefully it doesn't fall down on me, so let's see how that works. How graceful is the Nature Man? I'm going to find out. Graceful enough as I can be for the Nature Man. That's right. Alright, so as you can see, basically it's created this shelter. Now, I do have some ideas to improve it, to make it better, to make it more solid, and I just need to order some parts. But I had some ideas running through my head and thought, let me give this a try, let me get out there and see if this could work as a potential shelter. And so far, not bad. There is room for improvement, as always, but that's why the Nature Man comes out here and tries things out. I've been out here a couple of times testing out some setups that did not work for me. I completely failed on them, and I was not recording because the failure was, it was bad. It was bad. But I'm so glad I'm able to get some time out today and test this out and show you guys with a little bit of creativity you can make certain things work. I mean, honestly, this is not bad, but I would want something a little more solid, especially during the elements. But for the most part, it's almost like a half-dome tube tent, if you will. Not bad. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, folks, it looks like this thing wants to fly away like a parachute. Oh my goodness. This is crazy insane. The winds have picked up and it's causing this thing to just flap, flap, flap. Like I said, folks, with the Nature Man, you're gonna have all kinds of crazy adventures. And look at this. I mean, this is unreal. Next to the water, breeze blowing in, creating this canopy of a tarp that just wants to blow away. Craziness. So on that note, folks, I think this adventure has definitely reached its conclusion. Before this thing gets blown away and I get blown away, I'm going to just tell you guys, like I said earlier, if you can get out in nature, spend some time, get some fresh air, breathe in the clean air, enjoy the tranquility of nature, and have some fun when you're out there, folks, like I am today. As always, thank you for joining me on these adventures. Make sure that if you like these videos that you hit the like button, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Subscribe, ring the notification bell so you know when my next video is going to come out. And I will catch you on the next one, folks. And remember, you never know where the Nature Man will be next.